blow up the prison. That seems to be our main goal. I don't know how that's going to get us the hard case back. But apparently Jace agrees that we just blow up the prison. And then we can get out and head to Perseverance Mills. All that stands between us is a legendary wolf. Oh dear. Salty Sothan Chaz, welcome to the stream. Good morning, everybody. Sothan, how did your procedures go? I make this stuff sound simple, but it's not. This might be the last episode, the last stream of episode 4, and then all we have is the finale left to play. Ooh. It was exhausting. I bet it was on no calories as well. Good that it went well though. And get the results back. Find out if you're human. I don't know, I like incredible exhausting. It sounds a bit like Yoda. How was your first meal after you finally was allowed to eat again? Right. I'm stressed. There's something about walking these distances in this game and the amount of timberwolves and that kind of thing, it makes me nervous. But I have some good news, which I'll share once we get in. I had a bit of a disappointment yesterday when I made the rabbit mitts. Finally, got really good gloves, only to find a pair already made, so I'd wasted the opportunity to make the hat. But I've done a bit of tinkering, not only to save time on stream, but also gained a bit of an advantage from it, and I'm happy. But I think we're going to see the prison pot today, and I'm all for it. Right, so yesterday we got the warning saying if you go into the prison, you are going to miss out on the opportunity to finish off all the side stuff, right? Hence why we're going for the wolf. But I had a quest called Black Rock Keys or something, and it said search the prison grounds. So, yesterday, and a tiny bit this morning, I walked back to the prison to set up ready for the stream so we could just start, right, to try and make the best use of today's time. But then I thought, if I'm just, like, searching boxes and wandering around the prison, I'll just have a look. Turns out, all it was one corpse and one cupboard. And I got keys and I opened them and just got some some flares and some stuff. That was it. So you've missed out on some wandering around the prison yards, but it was incredibly basic, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't waste any time on stream doing it. However, I did get the rabbit hat. It was loot in one of them. Not bad. And an item I've never seen before, a military jacket. Cut by the military, doesn't use best technical materials, but it's tough, takes the breathing, and you could wear it as you can while wearing it, and it's kind of good. So now this is our new look. I don't have the wolf coat. I think we'll go without the wolf coat in this one. But we do have the deerskin pants, the deerskin boots, the rabbit skin gloves, and the rabbit skin hat. I'll take that, right? Looking for the prison pocket, you said. Yes, Chaz, there it is. Look, and there, and there, and there. And now ask no further questions. But, as I say, the remaining stuff that is to be done is, on here, one of the Blackrock rumours is the aggressive wolf, which is in a cave in the north. I don't know what this is going to be like. I'm kind of a bit stressed, but I don't have a legendary spear, so I might end up getting shit on. And the convict cache of this thing, right? We've got the other three. Those are all I did on stream. And they are both right next to each other. So I need to go and get the cache from the convict, which seems to have been killed by the other thing I need to do, the aggressive wolf. I call it a legendary wolf because of the bear, but it might just be a pack leader or something. I don't know. Or it might be the size of a car. Sorry, the meal afterwards was great. You over-engorged yourself on it. And so you should. Satan, good afternoon as well. Goals for today: hunt the wolf, blow up the prison. Not bad, right? Okay, what we like for food. Mostly cattails. I've got a good amount of water. Am I over encumbered? No. Let's go outside. Is there any firewood in here? No. I did get all of this food back from the prison, so I'm going to take the... Oh, I thought that was an MRE, but it's not. I'm going to take all of this food with me, which hopefully shouldn't... And then I think we're ready to go. Are we good? Are we ready? I think we are. Right, let's head north. I just don't want to fuck about too much with timberwolves today. I feel like my entire life is being chased by timberwolves in this. There is a theory I've had where maybe if I kill this, like, timberwolf, which I assume is a timberwolf leader, that maybe the timberwolf attacks will slow somewhat. Okay, let's just top up. I do like my new button, by the way. I've got a new button.
I can drop any of this gear.
It's called drop stuff that makes you smell. Pretty good. Sothan also fell out there, but you can't see him. He's not got an animation. Okay, I'm going to take 2 cedar firewoods, a couple of sticks. That does make me heavy, but I think we'll be alright. And then, given the weather seems actually quite cool for once, I think we're going to start making our way north. I'm going to just follow the road, and we'll get to this cave. You can't see it there, but it says Wedge Cave. And if I can get there by nightfall, we'll make... Oh, Stubble's finally remembered. Check me out. Functioning brain. No, wait, where's the fucking bedroom? Oh, it's outside. Turns out I was stood right next to it this whole time while I was bragging about being hyper-intelligent. Never mind. We're taking this.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
No, you're not, Mackenzie. Do I make some torches before we leave? Yeah. Let's have a little fire. I'll put 1 cedar wood on and... Yeah, I'll use the rest of this gunpowder. That gives me an hour of fire. I'm just going to keep taking torches. Okay, that's 2 relatively good torches. You can see it's like random at the bottom right, look. When I take the torch, you see the little health bar. You can get really smelly torches sometimes. But that one's not so good. It's better than a kick in the ass. That's not the best, and I might be able to get 1 more. No, maybe if I had 1 stick. Give me 1 more torch. Good. Now we are kind of heavy. About 3 kilos over, but that'll get a lot lighter as we start dropping torches and stuff. Lovely. Right, second thing. Yeah, these wolves are still scared of me, that's good. Second thing, it's warm as arseholes. Now, it's not like 40 degrees like it has been recently, but it's north of 30, and I am just going to pretend that it's not 35 degrees in this room, right? I've got a coffee, I've got the hat on, I've got the lights on. I'm just going to pretend that it isn't, because I feel like if I just ignore this heat wave, it'll go away. It's not scientifically proven. Mind over matter. Dougie, good morning. Speaking of matter, is your stomach still leaking? Matter. Dougie, good morning. How's your guts? Right, I want to get this wolf killed. Not this one, but there's like a boss wolf or something up north. If I can get this boss killed, I'll be happy. I did pick the bedroll up, didn't I? Yeah. I'll go sleep in that cave where I got fucking slaughtered yesterday because I was trying to survive in the middle of the night. Fool. Okay, torch is running out, but that's fine. That's what we brought loads for. Look at Blackrock Mountain there, look at it. It almost looks like a PNG in the distance. Stomach still feels upset, but not so bad today. You're back at work and saving your time off for when the twins come. How long is that now, Dougie? Can't be long, right? Does time off over there, is it dependent on the employer? Is there like a legal low end? It's going to be within the next 2 weeks. Whew. Good job you're getting rid of the stomach bug ahead of that then, Dougie, no? Whoa, I bet you're excited though. How's the youngster, how's the excitement levels? Young Hollin, is it? Did you say? I'm excited to have an expansion of the family. I think that is the eastern boundary. So if I hug that until we get to that crossroads, then I can go sleep in that cave. Although it's kind of midday. It's probably the best time of the day. It's not even cold, look. I think that might be to do with the gear upgrades that we both made yesterday and looted. Because now I've got... It doesn't say warmth bonus. Yeah, warmth bonus of 15 degrees. Also carrying a torch makes it a bit better too. I'm a bit rattly, but such is life. I'm not sure about legal minimums, but stuff like that can be negotiated when you start a new job. They give you the benefit of last 10 years working for your dad, so I have a good chunk of time off, but it goes fast when you use 2 weeks of it, I bet. Do you get public holidays and stuff as well? I just thought in this country we get about 35 days off or something. Average, is that right, Satan? Something like 35, 36 days off average? A year? You should be able to say I'm going to work on bank holiday and save the other one. Some places might do that, but it doesn't feel like everybody does. So public holidays are free. Good. Right, just a long walk north now. We've actually made good progress without getting timber-wolfed. I'm happy. Well, I feel like the sky's turned a funny colour. I don't know whether that means it's going to snow heavy. That is a very snow-coloured sky, right? That, like, pale sky that you get with a little hint of, like, brown in it. You know what? I'm wearing a woolly hat and drinking a hot drink. I don't feel terrible. I've not been out yet today though, but I opened the door when Gwynblade visited earlier. I could feel the heat. Unless that was radiating off him. Gonna go walking at about 10 PM every night instead. Just live in a world where I can pretend that it's not warming up again. Right, to do a torch switch when we get here. Chuck that bitch away. Oh, that was a stick there. Minimum 28 days if it's a 5-day week. Yeah, there we go. But it's often north of that, right? I think a company would be seen as a big smelly bastard if they didn't give you better. Alright, first Timberwolf threat. Let's just relax. Cats, good afternoon. Cat said the word in heat and then immediately the wolves started. Right, how am I going to deal with this? This is the cave I want to get in, so let's keep them all on screen. No. No. Where's the cave there? No. No. If I drop the torch in the cave entrance, they won't want to get past it, right? In theory. And then... Actually, I want to save the ammo of that for the big wolf. Okay, this is working well so far. Do you know what I might do, even? Oh, no, I don't have enough... What am I lacking? Is it sticks I'm lacking to make a fire? I have got a fire inside. Nice. How's the pregnancy for the wife, Dougie? And your 36 includes bank holidays, yeah. You just need to land one shot. Good thing that they're all afraid of Check's Notes light. Okay, I'm struggling just to get this last bit done, and I'm worried the torch is going to go out. There we go. Good. Okay, that was a much better performance. This bottleneck in this cave was good. I fired a lot of fucking ammo, though. And I might be able to use this torch to go and light the fire that I made in the back of here. Are they just rifle shells? Oh, they're just casings. So yesterday I ran in here in a huff and made this fire. I'm going to use it. Use the last bit. Oh shit, I have tinder. That was the difference. Alright. I mean, it's warm enough in here. It's temperate at least. Let's use this to make some tinder. 5 minutes. Struggling now and wanting it to be done. I can't imagine having twins in there. That must be insane. Doesn't sound like it's far away though. Related to shooting things, I finished Halo 3 ODST. It's so good in the ODST. It's so different as well. It's like such a departure, but it really works. Do I not have any of that cedar wood and stuff? I basically just want this for torches. I thought I took a load of cedar wood. It's very Firefly influenced. Well, somewhat, yeah. I know what you mean about the group dynamic thing. It helps that Nathan Fillion's in it as well, right? Yeah, I really like that. I think I've always liked it in sci-fi or in like... Because oftentimes in sci-fi you play like some superhero, right? Essentially. And Master Chief is that. But I always really like it when they switch the perspective to just a grunt on the ground, right? That's that is where I've always appreciated WoW the most as well. When you've not got every like main NPC in the game sucking you off and saying you're the hero and stuff, where you're just a cog in the machine, and ODST felt very much like that. Yeah, Alec Baldwin and Alan Tudyk. Not Alec Baldwin, Adam Baldwin. But yeah, you're right. Is Alan Tudyk in it? I can't remember, it's been a while. Right then, that went exceptional, and I'm nearly here. I don't know what I'm going to do about the wolf. He's good at playing the pilot. That's a great game, man. I imagine the end of the pregnancy has been horrible for her. I know with one I was absolutely done by the end. Can't imagine having two babies in there. I always want to give those mums who have the twins props because I don't think I could do it. Yeah, that must be crazy. Right, well apparently this big wolf's up here. Do I just wander... I'm going to save actually, just in case I die. I might take a stick or two and then see if I can build a fire like that. Their feet, something that's a bit more longer lasting. Although I wouldn't mind some cedar wood for that. Guess I'd better be ready. I assume it's up on this bluff somewhere. Oh. Search the wolf's cave. Right. Plan. What I do is start a fire. Get the fire started. I've never had a wolf. It's eating something in there. I mentioned this, but there's a lot of downtime in this game. It ends up making the payoff so much better. Yeah, it does. Especially if you take the time to go and craft like armor and stuff. Where, like, the idea of going and smashing up blowing up the prison after so much like gear farming and stuff sounds amazing. Oh, that was close actually. Alright, I'm putting all that cedar wood on. So now we've got this fire for 3 hours. Let me get fed and watered. Again, I don't know if this is going to be just shoot it in the head and everything's fine, or whether it's going to take a bit more than that, but... Rifle, I guess, is probably the most powerful. Okay, got no smellies on me, otherwise I suppose I already had a bedroll. Fuck me. Let's make sure I'm not encumbered here. Drop the bolt proppers as well. Alright. Now I have a fire to escape back to if I need it. And I'm assuming the wolf is not going to come near this. So let me have a sip of coffee in real life. Do this before the ads start. Fact. Got a snooze button, I might as well use it, right? Right, ad free for 5 minutes. Don't know if you can see, but there's a wolf eating a deer carcass in there. Right, I'm going to fire a shot, then I'm going to run back to the... Oh shit, that didn't kill it. Oh, it scared it though. Wait, are you not the... Okay, I don't think that was the main wolf. I'm worried this is like a really deep cave though, but it is a side mission. Poor bastard. Great Bear Wolf Behavioural Study. Notes from a person who's been studying the increased aggression of the wolves. A blood-soaked journal page partially torn. Mistake to come here. The staging report from Blackrock admin was incomplete. Clearly this animal has survived some deep trauma or starvation period to develop aberrant predatory behaviour to this degree. I'm going to recommend sedation, tagging and relocation in order to give it a fighting chance. Blackrock meant well in bringing me out here, but I need to give them an option besides just culling. What a magnificent creature, and it's worthy of study. There's an unusual... and then it was redacted. Not redacted, it was cut off.
Thank goodness.
Wait, maybe I don't have to kill it then. If it's been tagged... But then again, who's going to come and take the tag data? And it killed the guy. Press 1 to leave the wolf alive, because I think that was the wolf in question. It was just more aggressive than it was meant to be. I mean, if the mission's complete, and I don't have to, the mission is good, I don't have to kill this wolf. I'm happy with it, you know. I mean, it's not the most glamorous outcome, but
it's getting kind of heavy.
I feel better about it somehow. I'm going to eat some of this deer carcass as well. It also might give the wolf a chance to come back. So if you think about it, if we're blowing up the prison... 20 minutes with the hacksaw, 30, yeah, let's use the hacksaw. Like, if we're blowing up the prison, this is the wolf's territory now, right? Like, we might as well just let... If it was a magnificent species of wolf, or it had been through some bullshit, or I don't know. Do I need to kill it? Can anybody think of a proper reason to kill it? Did you decide whether or not to make the moose rule a thing? I did, Cats, yeah. We confirmed it yesterday. I got 5 people to sign off on the decision. The moose rule is now in. If we see a moose in this game, marbles is worth double. But it has to be a living, or It has to be a real in-game moose, not like a picture of a moose or a stuffed moose or anything like that. If I can either kill it, die by it, or skin it. Yeah, because I thought for it, like, in the forest, the moose was just like some, like, flavour animal that would just wander around and just add a bit of life to the world, and there was loads of them. But in this, it's like it presented itself when we saw that last one as a bit of a boss fight. So not a boss fight, but like a serious challenge to kill. So I don't think there's going to be 7 of them just patrolling. Do wolf marbles? I bet you won't. Guarantee I won't, Chess. I can't afford it. I've had to order in a bunch of extra points. Now we're left on the fire. Sun's about to go down though. I'm going to take that. Is there another piece of... Sorry, let's drop the meat here. I don't want that wolf up there coming for me. But we might spend the night in this cave if it's warm enough. Because it's been a very mild day so far, but this feels a bit blizzardy. Wait. I went through all that soul searching just to decide whether or not to keep the wolf alive, because it was like a good specimen. But it turns out the shot that I took when first initiating combat hit it, and it bled out and died up the hill.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Well, that changes our decision significantly, I suppose. Let me go investigate it real quick. If it'll let me. I think this might be a bit too windy to... Yeah. A bit windy to light a torch. My lantern's out of fuel. Was this a particularly fierce wolf? Snow's covered the track, so it's hard to tell. That's just a normal wolf, I suppose. But then it is unlikely that there would be some, like, turbo wolf, right? That makes sense. Did you ever get round to using those 200 flare gun? I didn't, actually. I finished that chapter, Chaz, with Astrid, and I left the region without them. They're all back there. Let's go sleep in here. Shaggy Dan, welcome to the stream. Roving packs of wild moose would be something this game would have, though. It's true. I like when a game challenges you, right? But this game is less about challenging you and more about just randomly slitting your throat. So about 18 moose, while it might be unrealistic, yeah, I can see that happening. Alright, it's actually warm in this cave, which is crazy. Let's eat these deer steaks that I just made. Damn, that was filling, you see that? Drink some of this water. Shagadan, good morning, my dear. Drop that piece of meat there, and then we're good on food. It might get cold enough where I start to freeze, so I'm going to sleep for like 6 hours or something, and then we'll recycle. Warm enough in here at the moment, though. But I think that's down to my gear. So it would have to be minus 17, I think, out there. So I've got a plus 15 warmth bonus from my gear, and the bedroll gives me 4.2. So it needs to be minus 20 in here for me to start actually feeling the cold. Okay, woke up in the middle of the night, it's fine. But that was the plan, right? Right, where's that moose meat? I dropped one, didn't I? Can anybody see a moose? Oh, it's there. Not moose, Venice. This game does feel like it's pressing a knife to your throat at all times. I'll drop that. Still a little bit left on that. This deer has served me well. I don't like that noise though. It feels as if there's something approaching. Okay, it feels like -3, but as I say, it needs to be -20 for it to fuck over my gear. I'm getting more and more interested in playing the survival mode on this, you know. Because every time I can't find my fucking thing again. I guess we're ready to leave though, aren't we? Pick that up. I don't think there's many calories. Oh, it's there. Eat the rest of that. If it tops me up, that's perfect. It did. There's still a bit left as well, but I'm not going to take that with me if there's wolves in the area, because now... Should I make some more water? No, I'm trying to shed weight, aren't I, actually? I've got a couple of tins of pop. Yeah, we'll be alright. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm interested in the survival mode in this a little bit, because the idea is just endless survival, apparently. Like, you've got access to... I think there's like 5 or 6 more regions than there are in the story mode. But resources are really scarce. Because in this, by the time I've made all the good gear and all of the, like, got my temperature bonus up to this point, the episode usually ends as it's about to today. The idea of just endless survival, that does sound good. Metro on that, yeah. Very similar feel in a weird way, despite them being massively different, like, genres and stuff. So where is this? This is... Escape convict, lost some cash and the convicts followed him. So it might be down here and up there, which I think it is. We'll go and have a look. Yeah, I'm not getting up there, am I? I might have to go south and back around. That looks impassable. Do you know, Bear made a comment about the Long Dark where he said it feels a bit surprised that there's no building mode in this. And I think the survival genre... This might be the right way, actually. The survival genre, the more you think about it, the more it... Like, there can be different types of fans of different types of survival stuff, right? Because survival, for me, is... like meter managing, which is food, water, and all of that stuff. But then there's also... And then that requires you to need to search for resources, and there's usually a greater difficulty in doing so. Am I going up top of that bluff? But then a lot of games have different tactics for solving your, like, dependence on certain things like food and water and defense and stuff, right? And a lot of them do it with base building. Oh, there we go. Let's recycle my torch just in case this takes a bit of time to loot. You can have a survival game that doesn't need base building. Oh, look at the fire striker, that's huge. Nice. So that should be, now, all side stuff done. It is. It's time to go to the prison. Yeah, like some people are big fans of the survival genre purely because of base building. But this is a survival game. One of the purest, that it doesn't have any base building at all, right? But then there's like resource scarcity and necessity for resources, which you can find in your average Resident Evil game or Metro game or Last of Us or stuff like that. I don't really know. I don't know if I could quite define what the survival genre is because of all that. I can't remember if I've asked before, but have you ever considered writing reviews for some of the games you've played? Lord knows you've played enough, at least, to have a reasonable opinion. Look at the game list, plus you aren't the type of person to pass off said opinions as fact. Not really. I think I've got the writing chops to be able to do something like that. But I've not got the confidence in my opinions, if that makes sense. I think it'd all be a bit too wishy-washy. Because I think while there are a few notable things like Crackdown and Burning Crusade, oftentimes I either love something or don't talk about it. If that makes sense, like, because I don't really engage in being like overly negative about something, especially if I've invested a lot of time into it, if that makes sense. Because usually I'll play my way into appreciating something. So there's the stuff that I really like and then just neutral. Does that make sense? I don't know if my opinions are refined enough to be interesting. That's fair. I know we occasionally make fun of people relying too heavily on reviews, but there is a play. There is, yeah. I mean, as a form of light entertainment, they're very good. And then, to a degree, in extreme cases, they're good buyer beware situations, right? But yeah, there's definitely an art to it. Still are about to go viral for praising Witcher 1. See, that's another thing. Because I don't really consume any other opinions about the things I enjoy, I find myself in these weird positions of absolutely adoring things that people shit on all the time. Witcher 1 being one of them. But here's another thing. A lot of the time, when I really love a game, it's more because I've really loved the playthrough more than the game. If that makes sense. Like, if we were in a very particular spot and we all really appreciate, like, we were all just really enjoying something as a group, that would colour my view on a game, I think. Whereas I'm not sure whether I would have appreciated it that much had I just sat and played it on my own. Like, Witcher 1's a good example. I genuinely do think that is a brilliant Witcher game. It might be the most, like, perfect example of what Geralt is in that game. A good 30% of the reason why I truly, really enjoyed playing it was because we were just in a good spot in the Doomhaus at the time to truly lean in and go play, be silly with it. You know what I mean? And it's hard to know whether the playthrough was doing most of the heavy lift, like the Doomhaus and you lot were doing most of the heavy lifting. Which one's trash in a lot of ways, but it's great in others, yeah. I think that, do you know what I think the best way to play that game is, Chaz? Don't play it like it was a game from 2007. Play it like it was a game from 2001. Because then all of that really like old-fashioned and dated stuff that I'm sure people didn't like about it at the time, it makes slightly more sense. I think it was 2007. You might have to check that, Sothan, but I think so. I thought it was from like 2000 exactly. My point in a nutshell. Which in this weather, well, it made me think some sort of conversations remind me of some of the conversations I've had with friends on game design, rather than just being good game or game bad. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're a bunch of fucking 40-year-olds that don't go on social media, right? So I don't think we've got a real hot take mentality in here or anything. So I think it would just naturally start to drift towards that more than it would X thing is shit. It is from 2007. I can't kill this fucking wolf. But this is where the term Eurojank comes from, right? Because it was some, like, very small scale East European studio, a bit like your Gothic games and stuff like that. And My Summer Cat. But it was obviously a very popular IP. This fucking wolf should have bled out by now. I don't know why it hasn't. So it kind of got bigger than its scope, I think. I'm in the same boat. I did it on stream, and I know I would not have felt the same about it if I didn't get to share it on stream. Off stream, I'm not sure I would have finished it. Yeah. Games get a boost from it, right? Which I think would ruin the objectivity a little bit of of anything that looked like a review.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Bitch got me. Fuck. I can't get the torches back out because it's too cold. Gwynblade, good afternoon. Stalker was a good example, assuming it's not already... But yeah, Stalker, definitely. Well, that was Ukrainian, wasn't it, Stalker? No, it's Metro that's Ukrainian, right? That's another good example. First game of a series is always either shit or a masterpiece with no in-between. It's a bit like albums as well. Enjoyed Stalker, it was a fun playthrough. It does feel like a game I should have played on stream 5 years ago, and it's somewhat of a surprise that I haven't yet. Stalker was Ukrainian as well. Witcher was Polish, wasn't it? And Metro was... Was Metro Russian? Or was Metro Ukrainian? I can't remember what the... Was it Ukrainian too? It doesn't sound right when I'm saying it, but that was my initial thought. It's not 4A, is it? Is that 4? I just can't remember. There's probably a Reykjavik video we could watch. Not Reykjavik, that's a fucking city. Racevik, whatever. Coffeeton, good afternoon. Mountain Blade, I think European? I mean, in the modern era, we've got KCD, which is from Czechia. We've got Valheim from Sweden. We've got My Summer Car from... Like this little indie scene has always existed, which is slightly higher budget now. Gothic from Germany. They are Ukrainian. I should have just gone with my gut feeling. I doubted myself because with it being set in Russia, it made me think surely it's Russian, but yeah. Although I don't know if a game like that could come out of Russia in the last 30 years. Still maintain that Metal Gear Solid 1 was the best way to start up the series. It was so good and so stupid all at once. You don't need to say so good and so stupid, Seth, and that's redundant language. You just need to say Kojima. You know what? I may have got a little bit of a bite from that wolf on the way back, but we've made it. Is it too windy to start a fire? Fucking hell. Fire the weather. It's fine. A bit cold. Drop all of this. 2 fire strikers I'm happy with. Oh yeah, I can get rid of this now. Drop one of these bedrolls too. So many torches. Harvest this in 5 minutes. I'm already cold. Which isn't Eurojack. No. Kojima is one of my all-time favourite developers. The stories are absurd and he's fully aware of it. Plus the games are always stuffed full of Easter eggs. And they manage to stay perfectly Japan as well, don't they? Because he makes kind of like Western-style games, doesn't he? They're like, if you compare it with like Bayonetta and Final Fantasy and stuff like that, Kojima's games are very wet. And obviously Metal Gear was supposed to be a pastiche of an American like 80s action film. But they never lose that like Japanese video gamey core, do they? It's so good. So the book's written by a Russian, okay. So it is a Russian-told story. Interesting. Right, it is warm in here. Just make sure that wolf didn't eat off all of my clothes. It's a little repair, I think. I've got some cloth. We'll repair this. and then I will set off, I think. Snake being based off Escape from New York, yeah. Snake was lovely. I always remember when we beat Shadow of the Colossus, I was like, maybe I should explore some more Japanese games on the street. We were all like, yeah, let's do that. And then we all thought for a bit, and then it was like, maybe another day. And then we just went off and just never went back, really. I feel that sort of everything from the 80s, from that pit, not everything obviously, but there's a lot of that like 80s cocaine filmmaking style that are B movies while that feel like B movies while trying to be sincere. Yeah, it's weird. Alright, and this is good. If I sleep for 2 hours, I'll warm up, and then I think we'll go to the prison. I think we're about to beat this episode. Is Escape from New York? I've not seen that in 25 years. Is Escape from New York John Carpenter? In my mind, I've lumped it in with like fucking Running Man and all of that rubbish. Maybe I need to go back and watch it. I just think Kurt Russell, and it's like, this is where you tell me it isn't Kurt Russell. If you haven't played the Metal Gear series, I'd highly recommend it. Your desire to find all of the collectibles will give you plenty to do. Just let me push back slightly on my desire to find collectibles. That's not me. Unless I absolutely adore a game like this one. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's as silly as I remember, yeah, but I'm assuming when it's John Carpenter, it's intentional. Right, I'm going to have another hour's sleep and see if I can pass this blizzard by, because I don't want to be walking to the prison in a blizzard. Right. I've had a thought, right? Another hour of sleep. It's telling me that I am going into the prison and not coming out, right? So, my usual tactic of getting naked before I go into the prison so they don't confiscate everything sounds like it won't work, because if I'm going in there and never coming out, when will this blizzard piss off? If I'm going in there and never coming out, then I'm not going to get a chance to come back out and grab all of my gear, right? I wonder if I can go into the prison in all of my gear. Does that make sense? Either there's going to be a gear reset, or I'm not going to get a chance to come back and get the gear from the guardhouse on the gates in the prison. And the third option is I keep my gear somehow and it goes through into the final chapter. I don't think all of these three possibilities, it feels like leaving my gear in the guardhouse and not walking straight up to the prison is not the answer, right? Because I doubt I'm ever coming back out to be able to collect it. I feel like we're going to go watch a cutscene and then the thing's going to end. So I'm going to go in with my gear. There's maybe a chance that I get locked in a cell and then I get a chance to go and get my gear out of some fucking box or something, right? I don't know. They Live's as silly as you remember, but with the serious backbone of political or social satire. Well, it's satire, yeah. They Live was the one that Duke Nukem got the quote from, right? That's the one I've been meaning to see as someone who loves the campy horror films. Have you not seen They Live, sort of thing? Eric quotes it once a week. Alright, seems like we're going to have to spend the night here, so one thing I'm going to do first is I'm going to drop this hatchet because it's nearly full. Finally transition over to this one. Then I don't need to shed any weight, which is good. But I wouldn't mind this fucking storm going away. Let's sleep 3 hours, maybe. It finally goes away as night falls. Yeah, just watch it all in about 75 different continuous TikToks, so I think. You'll get the gist. Yeah, watch the best rated scenes and that's it. Then you can go back to Reddit. I need another one of these with me, don't I? Right, we're going to eat through my stash. I'll do what Mina does when she reads a book. This is not like a TikTok generation brain thing. She's been doing this since she was a babe. When she reads a book, when she really likes it, she gets stressed and goes and reads the last chapter. Because she's that interested in what's going to happen. And then she goes back and finishes the book. With Minecraft playing in the background, yeah. Subway Surfers. But she's not, because she's not got the patience or the focus or anything like this, because she's just too fucking excited. So dumb. And I brought this up in golf, after Mina had told me this, and there was about 4 other people that said, I do that. Chaz, you were one of them, right? Oh, there's another fucking blizzard this morning as well. I'm sure Boy was a book. There was a graphic novel, so that'd work as well. What you need to do is get an audio book, sorry, not an audio, yeah, an audio book of it, Gwynblade, and read it through on 45 times speed. I remember that. I do that rarely. Mostly when I'm reading through a scene, I'm trying to figure out if the book is about to end in a tragedy and skip to the end and see if there's an and they all died kind of story. I mean, if I want to do a lot of playthroughs in a year, all I'd have to do is... Ooh. Okay, the weather has finally stopped. Well, if you watch the finale first, then the rest of the film, it would mess you up. Oh, is Old Boy like that? Admitted to Gwynblade, I've never seen it. Irreversible being the obvious worst example of this. Your sub badge just fell off, Seth, and I saw that happen in front of my eyes.
Turned out pretty well.
Right, let me just... It's probably a visual bug on my end, so I thought I wouldn't worry about it. I always want to say it's quite surprising that we're always live when we see this happen, but then it makes perfect fucking sense, right? Because the sub would have started while live. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook some water. When this water's boiled, we'll go in. Right then, let's go take Mathis these detonators. I'll torch trick my way there just to avoid the wolves. Oops.
Too much stuff to carry.
Kenzie, shut your mouth. Right, goodbye clear cut. Goodbye all this lovely meat. I don't think I'm ever coming back here. I've got a bedroll. I've eaten what I needed. We've got good medication and stuff. Don't think I'm going to need any firewood, because I have a feeling that we're walking into the prison and seeing a cutscene, right? But there might be some kind of like set piece that I need to do. But I don't think I'm going to be hanging around and starting fires and stuff. Farewell, clear cut. Thank you, lake, where the moose was. I'm glad I didn't go back there again today, because you might have seen one. Also, who was it at Cats we was asking earlier? If there is a moose on the fucking cutscene at the start or something, that doesn't count. I've got to either be able to skin it, eat it, or get killed by it. Like if they added a moose to the loading screen on My Summer Car and it was walking about, it wouldn't feel the same, would it? I think these wolves are still scared of me. Are we doing double marbles for whenever somebody says Jesus Christ be praised in KCD? I was joking at first, but that doesn't actually sound all that extreme. Because I think we've only heard it once in 4 streams. I might do that. But then again, if I go to a city or something, I'm almost guaranteed to hear it, aren't I? It'll be like the Grounded 2, where I get a gold card every stream and everything's double points and the Greens win fucking all of them. Goodbye, Krev. Goodbye, Cook's Farm. Goodbye, Mine. Goodbye, Power Plant. Goodbye, Weird Substation. And hopefully, one thing I don't want to follow me into episode 5. Goodbye, fucking Timberwolves. Although Perseverance Mills... Oh, fuck you. That's not a Timberwolf, it's fine. Lovely. It's a different wolf or the same one? Certainly got his bravery back. He's charging, he's charging, he's charging. What? Okay, I fired that. Because it looked like he wasn't getting properly spooked. Goodbye Timberwolves and hello Moose Packs, yeah. Ooh. The way that... You mad? The way that moose charged me the other week. Fuck that. Especially, I don't want to see another one, let alone multiple. Sothan, thank you for 93 months. Tell that my sub fell off because you got attacked in a mid-roll started. Yeah, it's a good idea actually. It's a good point. If you want to know when something exciting is about to happen in this game, one of the most important clues is that the ads will start. Sothan, my love, thank you for 93 months of Prime. That is kind of fucked though, that I watched the sub badge disappear and then immediately you got an ad. They were like, he's vulnerable, get him. His defences are down. Right. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bank on the fact that given the game said that once I walk into the prison it's a point of no return, it said I'm never coming back out here, right? Which makes me think I'm probably safe to walk into the cutscene and not lose all of my gear, because it gets confiscated usually, right? The worry I have is, if you know the answer to this, by the way, if anybody's watching that knows, please don't tell us. The worry I have is, if I go there and get confiscated, no, because it's a point of no, I'm never coming back, right? I'm like in my head trying to think of a situation where I'm probably not gonna, where I will be able to come back out here, unless there's like a massive explosion and I pick up the hard case and leg it. But I don't know if I can't think of like a narrative situation how that would happen. Because the game's already said this is the point of no return. Somebody just press 1 for me. Just make this decision. Chaz, you're reckless. You know what? Sothan said I'm never going to lose my gear again. This is fine. Alright, turning alerts off briefly. So inside this prison, there is a solitary confinement wing where Mathis, the bastard that's been forcing me to do all this stuff and who has the hard case that I need to give to Astrid, is trying to get his son, Donna, out of solitary confinement. I have been sabotaging it as best I can, but now his idea is to use dynamite and blow up the wall to try and get Donna out. He forced me, despite Jace, who's a physicist that's out there that was trapped on here while studying the island, despite Jace also sabotaging everything, she thinks this might work. I'm going to go give him the detonators now. So going by path of least resistance by the devs, I imagine they didn't anticipate players actually hiding their gear to get later. Or they may not have, but one seems more likely than the other, yeah. So what we're talking about, Chaz, is usually when you approach the prison, they come out and confiscate all your gear. So I've been hiding all of my armour and clothes and everything in that little office back there near the flag. But the game said this is the point of no return, so I'm going to bravely walk in here with all of my gear. Sothan said it's fine anyway, he's already said 1. Alright, wish me luck.
So, pilot, did you finish the job?
I found the detonators.
Well, I guess the warden was telling the truth after all.
Now what?
Now, we blow a hole in the wall. But first, let's you and I have a little chat.
Hey! Mathis! I did everything you asked.
Don't take my gear.
Oh, I know, pilot. You've been a good dog. But every dog has its day.
Whoa! Wait, fellas!
Mackenzie death? Kill Mackenzie, maybe? Chapter 4. Donna.
So, here we are again.
Yeah. We have to stop meeting like this. Me tied to a chair, you acting crazy.
The problem I have, pilot, is that you keep lying to me.
I don't know what you mean.
You see, that's exactly the kind of thing that pisses me off. First, you pretend not to know anything about the case.
I really don't.
Then, you go around behind my back, purposely trying to mess up my plans with an accomplice.
Mathis,
Shut your mouth! All I hear are lies. I know everything.
You monster.
Tortured him,
do
did
anything.
I know. He was so innocent. Just one of the good guys. But he sang like a bird when we laid into him.
That was the warden of the prison that was in the cell next to me, if you remember. We did do a bit of scheming with the warden, and now he's...
He couldn't give you and your friend up quickly enough. I know about your pathetic activities to slow me down, Mackenzie. It makes me laugh because the only reason I kept you alive was I thought you could fly us out of here, back to the mainland. But I'm starting to understand that here, we can be kings. Back there is nothing but fire and cold. The old world. My crew and I, we're gonna rule Great Bear. Nobody can stop us. Not you, not your friend, nothing. We aren't going anywhere.
Is that confirmation that the rest of the world is also like this? It has to be a solar flare. Like we're going. There's an old telescope where apparently there's a group of astrophysicists that were up into this remote area, I assume for clearer skies, right? And they were studying something or other, and that's who Jace belongs to. And if we're going to an astrophysicist research facility, bunker, satellite, whatever, that leads me to think that this is probably a phenomenon not outside of Earth, shall we say. Solar flare?
So you've outlived your usefulness to me, Pilot. And when I'm done with you, I'm going after your little helper.
Can't survive this. That made me jump.
What the hell is going on?
Fuck. 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 Bollocks. Alright, maybe my gear is somewhere though. I mean, we did, but even still. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. I wonder if there's like a chest somewhere. An explosion has turned the tables on Mathis. Escape the cell block. Doesn't look like I can pick anything up though. I guess we just keep running. He's there though. That's why Trim keeps his purse in his bum. What do I do? Do I go near him?
What happened? The detonators. They blew too early. Something happened. The guys fucked it up. You assholes! Solitary? They're clearing the rubble. Can't see shit for all the smoke right now. There's fire everywhere. I suppose you're pleased with yourself. You'd better hope nothing's happened to my...
Greetings, convict assholes. This is your friendly neighborhood prison hacker checking in to say... it's lockdown time.
Mackenzie!
Nice timing.
I am going to destroy everything you love.
Max? Whatever you're gonna do, you better do it soon.
Warden's office. Hard case.
Yeah, I need the hard case, don't I? I was so worried about my rabbit skin hat that I forgot about the hard case. Ooh, shit. No, it isn't so thin now. And don't say we. I've got 70 seconds of oxygen to get out of here. Warden's office. Don't you flip this on me. 52 seconds. Am I supposed to know where to go? Warden's office? No? That's where I just came in, isn't it? This doesn't look like the right way. 36 seconds. No, don't kill me like this. Is there something I can do to turn on the like vent system or something? Oh my god, I'm gonna dive. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. 19 seconds. 14 seconds. I fucked about far too much. 9 seconds. Move, 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 move. Get somewhere safe, get somewhere safe. No! Oh god, I'm straight back in again. Right, where was it? It was through here. No, that's wrong again. No, it was through here. Then it was into the rec room. Fucking hell, that's like the 6th death in the entire playthrough or something. Into here. Through here. It's a good job I ain't playing on permadeath. I've had this like lingering feeling lately that I should play every game on stream as permadeath. Because of how much I enjoyed my summer car for that very reason. But imagine if I'd have got all this way. I've been like 60 hours or something on this playthrough so far. And then died to that. Right, then it was this way, right? Wait, no, this is not where I thought I was. Okay, this gets me back to here. Oh, that sounds good.
Made it.
No, but it would increase the stakes so then, right?
The hard case.
There it is. Is it as easy as that? Where's all my gear, though? I wouldn't mind some gear. So this is where Mathis has been calling an office, I assume. I really wouldn't mind finding a trunk. That's an Aurora night, look. Christ, look at that. I'm trying to orient myself. Where's the mountain? That's not the mountain, is it? Is that the mountain? Oh, there's the... Yeah, I see. Okay. Alright, alright. Give me my gear. I might have to re-gear as far as I know. Not my gear. I just want to make sure that my gear isn't actually in here before I pick up the hard case.
Could end up being useful.
Come on. Can't imagine you'd put it in anything like this though, right? Neffers, welcome to the stream. It's all kicked off. The detonator's blew too early and the prison's half the wall's blown off and Mathis is furious but he can't get to me. Problem is he's taken all my gear. This feels like I'm going back out to survive a little bit though. Look, it's giving me like medications and stuff. Actually, I had a cracked rib, didn't I? Let me have a look. Just make... How do you fix a broken rib? I've never had one before. $120 hours of recovery time. That's fucked. Another bandage would help. I don't know if I need to do this, but if there is any climbing to do, I wouldn't mind actually being able to do it. Can I craft here? Yeah. It's nice not having hunger and thirst and temperature and all of that stuff. I need 4 fucking painkillers.
That'll come in handy.
I'd still have my deer boots on, don't I? Yeah. I'm not finding... Alright, we're doing it. Neffers, are you well?
Much trouble.
Right, I want Jace to tell me where my gear is.
I'm here.
You made it to the warden's office. Good. You better get what you need and get the hell out of there. Quick.
Did you cause that explosion?
I might have nudged it a
That's
bit,
it, look.
but mostly those idiot convicts did it to themselves. The PA in lockdown, however, that was all me.
I have the case.
Okay, hang on a sec. Okay, here we are, warden's office. Okay, so, end of the hallway you just came out of. Take it. You'll end up on the roof. Cross over the building and you'll find a fire escape thingy. Come down there, and you should recognize where you are. I'll meet you at the power plant.
I can see lights in the prison yard. Fire.
You'd better hurry. The whole security system has gone haywire, and I have no idea how long the lockdown will last. Mathis and Donner could be after you in a minute. Go, go, go!
Don't give me a timer. Don't give me a timer. I get stressed with timers.
Got to move.
Right. It's midstream break time, though. Alright, I'm gonna have to go, aren't I? Schmitz, good morning. Feels like we're about to open the last room and fight a Resident Evil boss. It does. Minutes ago. Where to fail, get good.
Made it.
Alright.
Got to...
I don't usually do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to pause it, and then we're going to come back and continue this after the break, right? Forgive me. This can be my treat for letting you all have moose marbles. Schmidt, say you well, good morning. Deffer's glad to hear it. If I recall, there's just a heart indicator. Well, we don't know anything at all, so then. Was that bullshit and your ex-wife had lied to you as a way to get you to... She never actually mentioned, but it was a medical situation that needed a doctor and needed something very specific that she was working on with her lab friend. It sounds like a cure for something that's gone wrong at Perseverance Mills, which is a town I've never been to, but that's where we're heading. So... we're flying north to try and find out, but we don't know what's in it yet. Right, boys and girls, I'll be right back. I'm off to go get a drink, and then I will see you all on the other side. 2 minutes. Hello. With it being so quiet, I almost didn't want to just come back and make a really loud noise and shit everybody up. I should have done, actually. I've changed. Right, Dougie, are you ready for more alarm sounds? Yeah, I might have to listen to the whole fucking phone call before I have another go. I shouldn't have fucked about, should I? Right, first job. Second, let's get straight back into it, shall we? This might be skippable. Uh-oh, I... Go! You see that? Okay, it turns out adult Schmitz, we've got a solution for it. Right, where am I going? How am I getting out? Sothan says... Schmitz says, borrow lemonade. Sothan says, cloudy lemonade. 6-4, good afternoon, says Professor Peppy. Lundios, good afternoon, says Ginger Beer. Bear, good afternoon, says Fizzy Orange.
Over, then down.
Don't let him get by!
Shaggy Dan says, Dandelion and Burdock.
That can't be the way.
Don't let him get by!
Some demanded... I have come to demand an instant replay of yesterday's marbles debacle. According to our president, with no proof, it was rigged and the results are wrong. And of course he's always right, along as always full of shit. And he says Diet Coke. He always says Diet Coke. Oh, I forgot I just turned the stream off yesterday.
Find me.
Shit. No, wait. Did that say something then? It said like... Oh. I'll carry on, good morning. Okay, get to... That's not Jace, is it? Wait, how am I going to get past this? Ah, fuck. I'm saving. The answer, Nephesis Twisted Fruit, is Professor Peppy. Lundios, good work. This is a unique gameplay moment. It's never been done in a video game before. Am I safe? We blew the prison up, by the way, and... I don't know about Donna escaping, but I have the hard case. Right, so it goes up against that wall and then Can I escape? Can I hide in here? No. I'm getting there? No. Oh, that was lucky. Okay, this is cracked. This way?
Don't let him slip through!
I hate these things!
Don't let him get by!
Okay, nice,
Don't
nice,
let
nice.
him slip through!
Oh, I know where I am now.
Find him!
I think. No, I maybe don't. No, I do. Do I? I don't know.
Don't
Wait,
let him get by! Don't let him slip through!
Hopefully don't come all this way. No! Wow. Okay, run, 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 run. Line of sight, line of sight, line of sight. Yeah, I know where I am.
Can you see him?
If this gate's still open... Find him! Need to record a few more voice lines.
He's in the yard!
Okay, this is the gate.
Him get away.
This is the gate I've been using. So this should be the area with the fire barrel, right? I might be able to go back and get my... No, because my... I would have been able to go and get my fucking gear. Then it's through here.
He's in the yard!
Ooh. Admittedly, I didn't think his fucking light would reach that far. Damn. There's been more chops today than there has been in the last few months. Okay, I did save in good time. I was worried about my gear.
Use the lights.
Okay. I've done you leave the stove on
The right
again.
way.
If you let him get away.
I blew the prison up there. It's all very severe. This gate's not open. This used to be open. If I'm not going this way, then which way am I going? Have I done a wrong turn somewhere? They shut this gate, the bastards. And this one's not available. This one?
Where is he?
I mean, I could escape into the steam tunnels, because there is an entrance to the steam tunnels here. Wow. This is choppy. Doesn't feel very survival gamey though, this though, I must admit. Right, there's the entrance. You see that little purple light on the side of that? Over here.
If you let him get away.
I think I just got shot. Am I dead? No, we're alright. Okay, what's the steam tunnels? That's what it says when Chrisman's stream's going live. Okay, so I wouldn't have been able to go back and get my gear. I'm feeling slightly better. But this is an active aurora, so I've got to be careful. Throw some blue flares at them. Maybe they don't like stones in their general direction. I do have the hard case, don't I? Would it? I'm assuming so. But this looks a bit different to when we came in here and sabotaged the whole thing. This isn't the mine though, is it? So I don't think there's gas in here. But there also shouldn't be any people in here either. This is where I smashed it up that time, look. How did I get out of here originally? Don't think it was this way. I always worry in games. I think this is the point where the developers are like, oh, they've been in here and they did a full suffocation risk, so there is gas. Where the developers are like, oh, the person, as I say, they did a lot of missions and quests in here. They should know the area by now. I don't need to tell them. Oh no. Okay, I'm on about 65% health. Do I need to address that? Bandages on a burn. That does make sense, actually. Okay. Right, I'm at suffocation risk. I'm just going to try it. 80 seconds to try and find my way out of whatever this gaseous area is. Is it clear in here, maybe? Hopefully? Hello? No? Just pray this is the right way. I've got a minute to try and get out. Are we still... Do we still think that it was the right decision to not drop the gear? Because there's no... I've not been anywhere right... Wait. Is that going to help anything? That burned me. 32 seconds. Is this a dead end? Fuck. Game. Stop. Game. I'm trapped. No. Burning, I'm burning. Alright, the air's cleared. Oh my god, I'm so hurt now though.
The pain.
Right, Mackenzie, with all due respect, shut up. Condition will reduce until I either heal naturally. I need medication so badly.
So much.
Right. Do you reckon I've got a bit of time to try and fix this? Like if I break down a bunch of these socks and stuff to try and... I've got no fucking tinder though, have I? And I'm losing condition. That's electric that way. Is this leads down to the exit? Yeah, hug left and hopefully not get burned. I was far too hasty. Treebeard would be so disappointed, but I think this goes to the exit. Yeah. Wish me luck. I'm slowly losing health. Okay, good. I'm still injured though. But this gets me back to the hydro dam, right? That door into the dam's electrified. I'm up into the west in a way. I'm assuming this is locked, so I can't get out. Yeah, okay. Back into the dam? This is where Jace originally phoned us. There she is.
Hi?
Relax, Mac. It's me, Jace.
Right. Well, you okay?
I'm not.
I'm okay. Thanks for your help back there.
Thanks for yours.
That was one hell of an explosion, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what happened there.
Well, I might have just had a little bit to do with that.
You should have seen Mathis's face.
That guy had it coming to him.
Oh shit, I pressed escape to talk to Sothan. No! I'm cutting out. Fuck. Pressing escape every time takes you to... Pressing escape in every fucking cutscene up to this point. Alright, we're good. Pauses the fucking cutscene. Jesus. Why did they go... Why fucking change the rules? It crashed the bus and there wasn't even a bus. I was going to apologise to everyone there, but Sothan, I feel like you should. Nah, that's neither your fault nor mine. That, as I say, the game, every time, escape pauses cutscenes. Which has been one of the best features of it, but it didn't pause that one, so I have to go back and watch it again. There wasn't... I think the lip sync is not perfect, Sothan, so we're seeing the same thing. Everybody berate Sothan if you need somebody to berate. Did I work out that it's not that way I'm going, right? It's this way, correct? Yeah. Right, and then in here is where it relented, right? Hello? I think it relented in the room you ran straight through and then picked back up. Okay, now I can't run. Now I've lost controls that I would have had... Oh no, because I'm crouched, Anna. That makes sense. So it hasn't stopped here. Still hasn't stopped. This is some Doomhaus bullshit. Yeah, it switched the rules up and made it so you can't pause that final cutscene. Right, I'm not going to mess with that because all I did is burn me. Then through here. It was not in here, was it? It was the room with the Okay, that burnt hurt. Was it this room? No. Yeah, it did. This is the one where it stopped before. But it's not stopping now. Wait, it should have stopped here. This is the room where it stopped before. Hello? Well, I'll press this ahead of time. Oh, come on, this has been a really good chapter. Let's go back here so it stops, alright. So there shouldn't be a suffocation risk here, because there wasn't last time, right? There definitely wasn't a suffocation risk here. Is it stuck on? This is not a... The suffocation risk is stuck on. Oh my... Sothan, what have you done? Alright, wait. Let's see if I can fix this. The last checkpoint's 10 minutes ago. Let's go back to the last checkpoint. Apologies, everybody. Again, this is all on the game. It's not actually on Sothan. So it's alright now. Let's do some liberal saving. Then it was down these stairs, right? And in here. No, you're alright, Sothan. We'll wait until we need to, I think. Yeah, we might be alright. I appreciate the offer, though. Save it again. So in here was definitely not a suffocation risk, right? No, this is where we were stood last time. I'm going to remove a chop for that. No, 2 chops, if that's alright with everybody. Because they were certainly bugged. Right, so I can't do anything about those ribs. Then, it was through here. Now it starts. It didn't clear up in here, but it did in the other big room, right? That's all electrified. This is the one that leads to the exit, but I need to immediately turn right and crouch under this. That's a sign that this stuff isn't flammable, which I tried to test yesterday. Do you think I need to close that valve? I probably do. No, I can't stand back up again. Okay. Then not this room. It was through here. Just eat that burn. Then through here is where it stopped. Alright, we're good. We're good. In fact, I'm going to hard save here. Maybe it was Chaz's name being attached to all this that has caused all the problems. Then it starts again here, right?
That hurts so much.
Kenzie, relax, it's fine. Then hug this left wall. It does look like I'm not going to need to do any more surviving though, right? At least. And go. Alright, we're outside the steam tunnels. There's only an hour left. This shit's flown today. Then let's get in here and let's restart the cutscene. And you know what I'm not going to do? Answer any fucking questions until the cutscene's finished. I think the lip sync's just off in answer to your question.
Hi?
Relax, Mac. It's me, Jace.
Right. Well, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for your help back there.
Thanks for yours.
That was one hell of an explosion, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what happened there.
Well, I might have just had a little bit to do with that.
You should have seen Mathis's face.
That guy had it coming to him.
Could you see what was going on?
Hacked into the security cameras across the prison. That's how I was able to keep an eye on you and the rest of it.
Well, what now?
Yeah, I mean, this is as far as my plan went. You have any ideas?
We have to get to Atwood.
I still don't get it, but yeah, we do. I'm worried about her. With all this going on, she's fragile.
Okay. Well,
Shit! They found us. That was faster than I expected.
okay. Well, you have the blueprints, right? How do we get out of here?
I don't know. This was the extent of my plan, Mackenzie. Isn't this prison escape gig more your thing?
There has to be another way out.
Shit! Trapped. This is not how I thought this would end. And things were just starting to look up.
Okay, whatever happens.
You're like a bad penny, Mackenzie.
I've been called worse.
You know, it's amazing to me that a smartass like you has made it this far.
Like I've always told you, you have no idea how stubborn I am.
It's too bad being stubborn isn't the same as being smart. And this must be the fly in the ointment. A girl, no less. This is the end of the line for you and your friend, Pilot.
I'm not afraid of you, asshole. I've been fighting guys like you all my damn life.
Well, today, you lose. In more ways than one, girl.
Mathis,
What is
Donna.
it?
The explosion. He's hurt bad.
Nah, I mean,
This
thanks
wouldn't
to
have
Sir.
happened if not for you. You've been a pain in my ass for too long, Pilot. It's time for the bad penny to pay the ultimate price. But first, you can watch me deal with the girl.
I better get ready, I suppose.
Good. I like them to struggle before they die. Yes, that's what I like to see, Mackenzie. A little fight, a little will to live. I knew you had it in you.
I've had it for 60 hours.
Mathis! Mathis! He's dying. His daughter is dying.
Fuck, respect. I kind of wanted to see Mathis die, but I guess it wouldn't be very long dark. Well, fuck now, though. Yeah, you're right.
Wasn't expecting that.
Right, we're gonna need some sticks.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Blackrock's on fire.
It actually looks warm. First time I've missed the place.
Hey, hang in there. I'll get a fire going. You'll be warm in no time.
It's okay. I'm warming up.
That is not a good sign, Jace. Just wait. Hang in there. It'll be fine. Everything is gonna be fine.
We need her, though, at the observatory. Let's talk more sticks, Mackenzie.
Just come after us. He'll never stop.
Yeah. Neither will we.
Sticks. The people on that. There is a live whale. Perseverance Mills silent. Oh, it's Astrid.
Another one in the water.
So this should be the research
Not
team, I
drowned
assume.
like the others.
Must not be a quarantine breaker then?
Is it another one?
This one is different.
Can't be.
Quarantine.
Watch it. Might be infected.
No, not her.
Did she just recognise us?
Where is it?
Need water.
She doesn't look good.
Get her some water, now. Astrid, you came. You said you would, and you did. But where is the case? Where's the cure?
Yeah, about that, yeah. So this then is going to lead into episode 5, which is the last section, which was added like 3 months ago. Mina, good afternoon! Exclamation mark, Bloom. So, before the event, yeah, this is the final episode we're about to start, okay, Kieran. Before the final before the event that what we'll call the solar flare now, because that's our lead theory. Before the auroras and the electrical issues, there was a flashback to before that time, and it was Astrid talking to someone on the phone, a female voice, and saying, we need to find a cure for something, right? Has what's happened to Great Bear, was there an outbreak on the island? And that's why Astrid was going there. And even though all of this, what seems to be an apocalyptic event has happened, she's still trying to get there for the sake of the outbreak. It looks like Perseverance Mills, when we eventually get there, is going to have Poovid, essentially. Coldvid. No. What we know about Perseverance Mills now, before we get there, is there's an outbreak of some kind. Astrid has a contact there. She was trying to get the hard case there at the start, but obviously Mackenzie's got that now, and he's dying on the banks of the river coming out of the Blackrock prison. There's also an observatory there, which it would have, there it is. You can see it on the map, on the picture there. The observatory is where Jace was trying to get to. So in this final section, if it takes place in Perseverance Mills, we have an observatory, we have a town that has some kind of fucking outbreak on it, which seems contagious. How is a town with an outbreak, because that looks like it's going to be some final conclusion, and whatever solar event has caused the cold, what do you call it, quiet apocalypse? How are they linked? One seems a bit too big to be linked to the other, right? If this was sci-fi, I would say that they discovered some alien bacteria or something, or you know what I mean? Or they had contact with some species that landed on Great Bear Island and poisoned everybody, but they were warning us about this upcoming apocalypse or something stupid, but this isn't, so I can't... I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, there's a button where we can find out, of course. Major catastrophe can cause little things, pandemics and such, due to the collapse of civilization. But this is the thing, I'll carry on. The disease, or whatever, was already happening before the apocalypse. I mean, Great Bear has suffered because there was earthquakes and stuff on it in the past, but it was still habitable and people were still living here. Yeah. It might just be a coincidence, but I feel like this game is more interesting than that, right? Alright. Well, I suppose we have 50 minutes to get started and find out, right? Or at least start to piece it together. How did Astrid, sail there while asleep? I don't know. Then again, she was following instructions, wasn't she? Right, now we're ready. Starting episode 5. Brand new this summer, or earlier this year at some point. This will become the newest thing we've ever played. On stream, I mean, not just... Oh. No, wait. I think it might be closing one and opening another. Oh. Okay, no good. Don't say it. Is it downloaded? I better not be downloaded. It's still loading?
I need your help. There's an isolated community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
What's in the case?
That's loud.
See, there's that
Sorry.
thing about no questions, remember?
I'm looking for my friend. She was with me when my plane crashed.
I seem to recall a town somewhere up north.
Sorry, everybody, there's nothing I can do. Fix it after.
Hello? Is this the radio station at Perseverance Mills? Ask for Atwood.
Atwood. Got it. What's the message?
Wintermute.
I have wandered these paths a long time, friend. I was a walker. Now I'm a watcher.
What's in the case?
I have no idea.
What is in the case?
They're all gonna pay now, Astrid.
Who are?
All of them. We've been in the background, in the shadows, invisible, overlooked for too long.
Well, well. Look what my guys found while investigating the old parts of the prison. Someone is seriously fucking with me.
Wake up, man. This is all about Donna. Don't you get that?
That's what you missed, Surfer.
Astrid, you came. You said you would, and you did. But where is the case? Where is the cure?
Yeah, apologies if that was loud, everybody. It seems like it's opened a different version of the client. Alright, part 1, Perseverance. I'll do some audio adjusting once we're in. What?
Jack?
We had a child. It's not ear-hurtingly bad, but it's considerably louder than your voice. Nobody else has mentioned it, so maybe we're all good. The light at the end of all things. So this is Astrid's contact, right? She's got sticks.
Thank you for coming. I didn't dare to hope, but when I saw your face in that canoe, I wasn't sure if it was too late.
Where?
Oh, this is my home. You made it. To Perseverance Mills.
I woke up and I thought I saw a child.
God, I wish it were true, but I can't see how. My little sweet Freya. It's gotten worse since we last spoke. She's been asleep like this for days now. She comes out of it once in a while and seems completely lost. The other night I woke up and she was standing on the porch, door wide open, like she was going to take a walk. She was freezing, but she wasn't awake. It was like sleepwalking.
We knew these symptoms might come.
Did you bring the treatment you promised?
I did bring them, but on the way here, the plane came down in the mountains. I got separated from Mackenzie. I'm sure he has the meds, and I know he's trying to get to us. We just need time. He'll get here.
Astrid, I'm not sure we have the time. Whatever happened to Freya seems to be affecting others in Perseverance. Dr. Larson set up a quarantine about a week ago when the power first went out. But he's gone missing, and the whole town is afraid.
Quarantine?
Yeah. He thinks whatever is going on might be contagious. We've been trying to reach other towns on the radio, but nobody's responding.
Something's happened to the power. But also, it's more than that. I can't explain it yet, but it feels big.
Hang on. Let me... I'm going to have to sort all my fucking controls out again. That can't be right, can it? No, everything's good. It would be key bindings. If C is crouch and mouse button 5 sprint, we're alright. So that feels like it's a lot faster. Hang on. Sorry everybody, I think the final chapter's got its own client. Just lower it a bit. Is it alright? About equal volume? Maybe on... Trouble is, though, is I can't audio match now while live. So if it is new, you might have to help me just sort of... Yeah, that's way more like how I like it. Right. Yeah, for a second I thought I was on the... Like, it was making me a new loading screen. So press that, press this, then I'll wait for this to reload. Yeah, the alerts were off easy green during all that cutscene, so I'll replay it for you now. If the fucking website had reloaded. Easy green.
6-7.
Thank you for 67 months of subs. Alright, it's really cold. She's given us some proper clothing. It's not bad, even underclothing. I am actually starting with some matches. A strange illness has taken hold in Perseverance Mills. People are missing. Investigate the town to find out. So this is the Yang household, right? Kitten's not here right now, but if she was, she'd insist. There we go. We'll get back in here to warm up slightly before we set off. Easy with no appreciates. Ah, so this might be my, like, forever fire. There are cooking slots on it. Alright. It sounds like, she said there was a bar, like it's weird, but it sounds like the place is not run down. Because this game is post-apocalyptic, but it's like a week post-apocalyptic. Or something. Like, it's not all run down, but the Hello? She won't mind, right? But the reason why everything is so run down is because a lot of areas suffered earthquakes like 30 years prior, so they were abandoned. But again, what does the disease and apocalypse have in common?
This will come in handy.
Because the apocalypse in question doesn't seem to be anything like disease related. You don't mind me searching everything, do you? This is the Long Dark after all. It's a supplies based game. Maple syrup and pork and beans. There we go, this is what we were after. Listen, I'm about to save the world, Yang, it seems your name is. And Whetstone as well. Oh, fucking hell, I thought I could have a pan then. Like some new cooking implement, but it's just something I can scrap.
Probably useful.
That means I've already got a smell on my way down. But I forgot that smelling in real life isn't a problem. In like a normal civilized place that isn't a post-apocalyptic situation. Herbal tea, peanut butter, lovely. I'm going to take the toaster with me. Water bottle. That humming's creepy. It feels like something from a horror game.
Best be prepared for anything.
Yeah, I'll take your fish. Now I smell. Alright, if there's an option to get some gear, I want to get the gear. She's in there with the child, and she? I'll disturb her. Socks. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't mention it. It's fine. Yeah, this was worth it. Almost gearing us straight back up. I've not walked 3 feet forward from when the game started. I'm going to end up setting off encumbered. Right, clothing is what I'm looking for. I don't think they're going to be an upgrade of the work boots. Storm lantern.
I'll take it.
That shirt upgrade? 0.5, 0.1. Again, let me know if it feels too loud. I'm just trusting you lot now.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Sport socks. Nothing. Sewing kit. Because I ran out of fucking sewing kits back in Blackrock and it was awful. I basically had to just hope my gear didn't kill me. There's not another sewing kit as well. Lovely. Right. I'd hate myself if I didn't do this. Anything else stealable? Strange storage cupboard, that's it. Just storage cupboard. Well, it said search storage cupboard, wasn't it? Not strange. Take the file logs. Weapon or something I can use? No? Alright. We're geared up a little bit. How close to encumbered am I already? It's fine. Right, let's go into town and investigate, I suppose. Better put that hat on. Yeah. So we've already got a warmth bonus of +11. I'm going to leave that fish. Don't need that fish. Put that fish there. Fact. I put the fish back where I know it's not going to spoil. I wonder if there's like traders and stuff that I can speak to. Like, because if this place isn't run down, it's just a place. No weapons though. Oh, there does seem to be a little bit of collapse. I suppose it suffered an earthquake at the same time, right? But we're in fucking civilization is what I'm trying to get at. Let's eat this rabbit. And then that's entirely no smell. Drink this toilet water, which is for some... Is that just a feature of this place where the toilet water isn't toxic? So I can see that that building's boarded up on the door. Is it? Jeez, this place is massive. I'm not going to loot all of this, don't worry. Some more fishing village, isn't it? Damn. What looks like a bar to you? That flag's designed to catch our eye, obviously, so maybe that way. Boy. There's a fire on in there. Or it's just snow blowing off the roof, I think. I bet all these buildings have shit in them. So we're looking for a bar. There. And all these places are locked, at least that one. Cooper's blind. No electric, obviously.
So many of the locals have gone missing.
Here's a question. Oh, they only suspect that whatever this did... I haven't even looked at the map yet. Woof. So that's about the doctor, and this is... Okay. This is a small map. I wonder if this is like episode 2 and it's multiple maps, maybe. This is mad.
Damn quarantine. What the hell was Larson thinking?
Well, what's he supposed to do? People are scared.
Is a quarantine supposed to make us feel better?
Quarantine from what? We're the only ones out here.
Exactly. And where did he even go?
Not sure. But it's not like him to just disappear.
I can't get over the fact I'm in the long dark. I bet for people that arrive later for marbles, this will just look like...
Did you hear about Martin? Jen said she woke up and he was just... gone.
What? The flashback.
Gone? What does that even mean?
Like, just gone. She woke up and he was out of the bed. The house was freezing. She went looking for him downstairs. Found the front door wide open.
Oh, man. Not another one.
Yeah. It's the same as with Ray Wilson a couple of days ago.
Yeah, but Ray's always off doing something crazy. I'm sure he'll show up eventually.
Do you hear that?
This doesn't feel like Ray going on another bender. She said his boots and parka were still there. He must have left barefoot. And in his pajamas.
Shit. Do you think it's the murderer?
It doesn't look good.
Anyway, this dialogue, I'm into a territory now where I have no idea whether things are too loud or too quiet. Attack episode. I mean, literally, Easy Green. Episode 2 was about being attacked by a bear instead of a club. It does a bit Coffeeton, yeah. I mean, they're of that same era, aren't they? So I suppose they would, but
look, all I'm saying is it doesn't make sense to just sit here waiting for more bad stuff to happen.
But what about the quarantine?
So what? It's not like there's anyone here to stop us from leaving.
I'm sure this will pass. Supply boat from the mainland will get here. It always does.
You really want to take that chance? I say we take what supplies we can find and go south. To Thompson's Crossing or Milton. Anywhere.
Both abandoned.
We just gotta get the hell out of here.
On foot. Are you crazy? And with a murderer out there.
I think that murder story is bullshit. Probably just people getting careless. You head out there without protection and you're bound to get in trouble. Wolves, bears, cold. Lots of things.
Can you hear this?
You don't need to make up murderers to explain it.
I'm not so sure.
I say we clear out the co-op, grab whatever supplies are left, pack it up on a sled, and skidoo out of here.
You try starting yours lately? Nothing's working.
Well, then we take our chances on foot.
I say wait it out till spring. See what happens.
Right, let me just go stand out for a second. Reeps, good afternoon. I appreciate you responding to the audio. I'm so worried that the audio's fucked. Because I started this episode 5, and all the audio's been... It was like suddenly really loud, and I can't audio check, so I very much appreciate you responding to me what my worries were. I think not hearing it is better than what the alternative was, because it was so fucking loud before. Right. What they just said in there is... Whatever the disease is, so we're back on Astrid, Chapter 5. Mackenzie managed to get out of the prison with the hard case. But Astrid has just arrived here, and Perseverance Mills, where she was trying to get the whole time with the hard case, turns out there is a cure in the hard case for a disease that these lot are having. They've just described multiple people that have the disease, or the sickness, or the illness, or whatever the fuck. They've just described them as every now and again they just wander out into the night and don't come back. They don't dress for the weather, they don't even close the door behind them. They just wander off. There was even a child that attempted to just wander off and walked out into the cold and into this weather in its pajamas at night and nearly died. What if it isn't actually a disease and it's some kind of reaction to the aurora? Like, what if the aurora's making people go a bit feral? Like, it's because it fucks the animals up, right? All the wolves go crazy and the wildlife is all fucked. But they all think there's a murderer taking people, but it's aliens. Well, there is an observatory somewhere that I need to go to, Easy Green, but I think that's just going to confirm the theory about the solar flare.
Twat.
Cheeky, welcome to the stream. We started episode 5. Mackenzie got out of the prison with the hard case, and now... I don't think there's a disease. I think there's some kind of malady that is a response to the aurora. Is it in Close Encounters where people just like go walking? Like, is it the Bane in Close Encounters that goes walking out towards the spaceship that's landing? That's what it feels like. Do you know the young kid in for those that have seen that film? The young kid that opens the door when the aliens are outside and all the lights are flashing and all that. The kid opens the door and walks out towards them, right? Or at least stands in the doorway. That's what this feels like, as if it's some kind of response to... I don't think it's just a disease. Right, I need to go speak and ask about the doctor anyway. I can't stand here and theorise. If Azar was here, he'd confirm that it was the devil that did it. Cheeky, thank you for the bits, Cliff.
This'll come in handy.
Again.
That guy's worse than useless.
Hey, be nice. He's not all bad.
All those mainlanders are the same.
He's so mad being in an area
The doctor,
that's not fucked.
all the people who's...
Ah, welcome to Cooper's. Haven't seen you around here before.
Right. I've been staying with a friend.
Ah, right. You're Jane's friend from the mainland. The one from the canoe. You feeling any better?
Yes, thank you. I'm looking for the doctor, Larson. Any idea where I can find him?
Well, you're not the only one looking for the man. The good doctor set up a quarantine here.
Good. Cheeky, I ask you a favour. I've been worried about audio for like the last 30 minutes. Just let me know if it's either too loud. It's too loud that I'm worried about with these voices. I'm almost certain to get a response from somebody that streams and knows the worry, right?
A couple of weeks ago now, after everything stopped working, said strange things were happening. People going missing, weird stuff. I'm not sure. He's usually such a level-headed guy. It's not like him to just disappear in the middle of all this.
When was the last time anyone saw him?
It's been days at least. It's a bit hard to keep track, honestly. Every day another refugee from the cold, or 3, showing up and camping out here at the bar.
I'm sure they appreciate having a safe place to stay.
Well, most of them wouldn't stoop low enough to pass the threshold in good times, but I don't hold it against them. I'm happy to be able to help, as long as there's wood for the fireplace and booze for the patrons, that is. At least I don't expect the wood to run out.
Well, if you have any suggestions for where I can start looking for Dr. Larson.
His clinic is just up the street. He leaves a spare key at the bar in case of emergencies. I'm sure he wouldn't mind giving a friend of Jane's a chance to look around. He's almost family to them after all those hours sitting by Freya's bedside.
Thanks. I'll start there.
Might be worth taking a look at the constable's office, and the co-op too. This is a small town, so news and drama tend to show up in those places first.
Got it. Thanks.
Stay safe out there. And watch out for the mill workers. Someone tried to burn the place down about a week ago. They're convinced it's the same person running around murdering people in their sleep. So they're a bit on edge.
You don't sound like you believe in the murderer theory.
Not my place to say. I mostly listen to people and keep my opinions to myself. I will say that I've lived here for years. A remote place like this is dangerous by nature. We're always only one careless step away from a very bad situation. It can bring out the worst in people.
Thanks for the key. I'll bring it back when I'm finished.
You stay safe out there. And if you get too cold, feel free to come back to warm up a bit. I'll keep the fire going as long as I can.
Thanks. I'll be careful.
No one's murdered me yet. Talks about murder like a noise complaint. Well, this is it, right? I think. I've got to stand outside to think again. I'm going outside for a bit of fresh air. There you go, Mina. There's some frosty afternoon for you right here, look. No, it's not a moose, Reaps. Yesterday, though, for those arriving, I did confirm that moose marbles is a thing now in this game. But I have to be able to either skin it or get killed by it. It can't be a fucking picture of a moose. It can't be a moose on a wall in an office. It can't be a fucking stuffed moose. It can't be a drawing of a moose on a can of coffee, because who the fuck would put a drawing of a moose on the cans of coffee in the stupid fucking game? Right, no, wait, stop. Let me think again. I don't think this town is fully aware of what's happened, right? They're so focused on whatever this disease is that is crippling the town. Yeah, cheeky, by the way. The chapter changed and it reset all of my controls and everything. It's got like its own client for the brand new chapter, because this new chapter's like 3 months old or something. Looks like either a clown or one of those creepy little girl dolls. No moose code. No dodo codes either. Didn't mention anything about killing it killing you. I did on this one. Or skinning it. I did. I clarified this earlier. They might not have even noticed that this is a global, because they've been focused so much on this disease that they've got that they probably haven't noticed that the mainland and all that isn't coming. I don't think they've got an actual disease. Eric, welcome to the stream. I don't think they've actually got a disease. I think, again, it's Aurora related, right? And that's why, because for those that don't know, people in this town keep just wandering out of their doors at night, as if they get like a fever or something. And then at night, they just walk out of their door, usually naked, and out into the cold. They don't even shut the door behind them, and they're never seen again. But that, to me, doesn't sound like a disease, and it would track a little bit with the wolves going mental during the auroras. So, that feels like it's Aurora-related. So the quiet apocalypse that happened. The only thing that contradicts that is that Astrid and this... Fuck, what did they just say her name was? Surely one of you was paying attention, because I wasn't. Jane? They were working on a cure for whatever this is way before the Aurora. You did not yesterday. I confirmed what you said, and that wasn't it. Well, I changed the rules earlier, Elkiri. How about that? Actually, I did yesterday. I said it needs to be a living moose, not a picture or anything like that. Okay, Ron, if you head back to the VOD, you will see exactly what I was referring to. Ooh, I am intrigued by this. What time is it? Let's go speak to the doctor. So that should be a thumbnail, right? Not doing the YouTube face though, you can't stop. Look at this place. Oh, fucking sat funny watching cutscenes and stuff. Farm fresh produce. Fuel state. I mean, the loot here. Oh, they said go to the co-op, didn't they? Strange illness. Check out the town's key locations. Okay, so there is the... I don't know what that is. That's a school or something, maybe? I give up. You keep moving the finishing line. Excuse me? You said you didn't mention anything about killing it, and I said, yes, I did. And then you said, no, not yesterday. I was talking about yesterday. And then I said, but then I did do it yesterday. And you were like, no, you're moving the... I apologise, Alkarion, for moving the goalposts and the finish line back to where you originally wanted it. Sue me. I hope they keep us guessing at the end rather than spilling everything. It would have such a bigger impact. Yeah, I'm with you. Although, yeah, I don't know, I'm interested. Handmade sign on the co-op door. Dear community, the current events have prevented us from getting our usual deliveries. We've decided to ration whatever supplies we have left until we have more clarity on a date for deliveries to resume as normal. We'll be selling fresh produce while it lasts. Please note that batteries are out of stock and we're out of gas as well. If you've any surplus of homemade canned fruits and vegetables, dry fish and meat, preserved eggs, fresh game, meat or fish, or any properly frozen food you'd like to contribute to the co-op, then please contact Josie or Camino. The co-op team will put together food packages for members of our community most in need, and in particular families who've recently lost a loved one. Thank you for your help, patience and resilience. Astrid, calm down. Yeah. Like, this community's been through so much. It's been through earthquakes and all sorts of shit that I wonder if, when this apocalypse happened, they didn't even notice. They're just that rugged out here. Because they're talking like that note, I assume, is not that old. And they're so unaware that when whatever is causing people to just go walking out into the cold, they just assume it's a murderer or something. Okay, well, I guess we're looking for clues as to where the doctor might have. God, look at this set design. Ooh, the quality's increased significantly as these episodes have gone on. All the ammo was taken though, look, that's both rifle and pistol ammo taken. I don't need another hat, do I? Yeah, all the food's gone. Okay, so maybe they have. They've taken all the energy drink, they've taken everything. Everyone's a sleeper cell for the Russians. What's the Russian? Handwritten prescription. Printed by patient Jacob D. Recommendations for sleepwalking. See, they think it's sleepwalking. Take one antidepressant pill before bed. Lock all the doors and windows in the house before going to bed and give Martha the keys. Ask Martha to wake you up before the time the episode usually happens. Wear earplugs if you feel that the ocean is too loud at night, from Dr. Larson. Yeah! I'm doing it now. Stand here and be belligerent. Do I ever swear in Finnish book? Okay, so there is a tiny bit of ammo left behind. Here you go, Coffeeton. Let's test our theory. Oh, it's open. Never mind. They're actually a down... Oh, no, that's... Woof. They're amazing. I've dropped the wrong boot. I want to put it by the mucklucks. God, they're very good. Careful, don't get thrown into the pillory for stealing again. Tough. Yeah, the fact the shop's abandoned changes things slightly. Do you recognise anybody on here? I nearly said something very bad. I nearly probably said the worst thing I've ever said on the stream right there, but I did. Did get a storm lantern, didn't I? Has this got fuel in it? Yeah. Well, I don't know what clues we're looking for, but it's a bit sparse in here. Maybe one of these. God, this reminds me of that Fallout 4 mission. Remember where you're in, like on the coast there? Is it that town that pretended to be Salem? And you have to find all the different keys from all the different guests. And open them lock boxes and they all have little stupid clues and stuff. I don't like thinking of Fallout 4 when I'm playing this. It makes Fallout 4 look bad. Far Harbor or Point Lookout. I think it was... Point Lookout's Fallout 3, right? It wasn't Far Harbor, it was in the base game. There's a town that I think is meant to represent Salem. Because there's like a witchcraft house or something there. Cool off today with an ice cold Summit soda. I've not found any clues, have I? Have I found the clue that was in here? I suppose I have. One of them, yeah. No, I think it was the base game, though, yeah. Alright, let's food and drink. I've only got 8 minutes left. I don't want to only have 8 minutes left. You know what? I kind of don't like that it gave me so much food and stuff at the start. I guess it wants to have you, like, gear up ready to see the story it's delivering. And there would be an abundance of shit in this town, but I think what I'm yearning to do is maybe play the survival version where resources are fucking scarce, apparently. Especially on the proper difficulties. Right, next stop is whatever. There's a key located. Oh, here, the medical. I mean, surely if the doctor's anywhere, he's here. Reminder, in case of absence, if you need to use first aid supplies, Cooper keeps a spare key to the clinic. Please write down what supplies you use so I can replace them. Remember to bring the key back to Cooper's. He gave us that, right? For serious injuries and emergencies, Jane and Gary are your first responders and point of contact. Thanks, Dr. Lars. I do have the key for this, don't I?
I think I can use this.
All horror movies start with a happy scene. So the bubble can burst. I must admit, though, this is properly... The whole idea of this... this... How they seem to be reacting to what I can only assume is the Aurora is cool. Find clues in the clinic. I might have to just pick a building to have a space. Probably that house we started in, right? Jane's house? Don't worry, everybody, I'm not just going to be searching drawers forever. Surprised I'm not encumbered at this point. I just don't leave shit behind. For those who are just arriving for marbles, we're onto a new chapter now, so if the audio's a little fuzzy, or not fuzzy, but too loud or a little bit problematic, it's because it opened a brand new client and I didn't anticipate that, so now I'm basically going with no audio check. But cheeky's helping. And that looks like a clue to me, but I'm going to quickly take the painkillers. Dr. Larson's clipboard.
I have no rational explanation for my patient's altered presentation. All that is left is the irrational, and I do not want to go down that road quite yet. Ever since the night we lost power, everyone has looked to me for an answer. But my limited journals are useless without a connection to the mainland. I will press on, but I fear it is time to involve law enforcement. In whatever fashion the law remains on this tragic island in the middle of this catastrophe. Doing my duty, I will pursue the leads that I can as I can. I have enlisted the local constable as well. He is here lately on his usual rotation, if also eager to leave once he saw the basic quarantine I pushed for. But he is hardy, and he seems dependable enough. We will see.
Did they give him a villain voice on purpose? Oh, a gun locker. So, the doctor seems to have discovered that something was wrong early. Put the town in lockdown. Clipboard with medical documents. A bunch of brain scans and notes. Brain scans received for patient Jacob D, Claudia R, Freya W, and Ben T. The results are consistent with early signs of dementia, which can be expected in elderly patients, but what I don't understand is how you find the exact same symptoms in children. It can't be dementia, not this sudden and with several cases in town appearing just months apart. A virus having similar effects? Contaminated water, perhaps? Whatever this is, it seems to be affecting weaker and fragile people for now at least. My diagnostic tools remain inadequate for this strange malady.
Some of these findings feel familiar.
Did Astrid work in a lab in Wuhan?
detailed, yet vague. You can tell he wasn't really sure how to interpret his own observations.
How is the Aurora linked to people losing their... Okay. Keep locked. See Dr. Larson or Constable Pete for access. Different handwriting. Keep the windows open. Yeah, that's clues at the clinic, but I can't get into the garage key. Was there a gun locker that I couldn't access? In here somewhere. There must be a gun locker maybe in the garage around the outside or something. How many minutes have we got? 3 minutes. Let's go check. What do you mean neurons in that sense? Like an electrical misfiring maybe in their brains? Because it's caused all electrics to go wappy, right? Get to the back? Possibly, yeah. God, I'm so intrigued, honestly. I kind of want to keep playing. What's a Carrington event one, Eric?
Where did they all go?
They think it's a virus, right? And the doctor's trying his best. Here's the thing, right? It feels like the Aurora, as I've said, as I've been trying to, like, yeah, I've not got fucking auto walk again. Why? Stop, game. Where's auto walk? Massive solar flare. Yeah, pretty much, Eric. Yeah, it feels like a solar flare, right? It would have fried everything for us today. That's what it feels like's happened. But here specifically, it feels like... See, here's the problem, right? The Aurora... I've said this before, but I appreciate people are arriving now. If the Aurora is the cause of whatever is causing people to go mad in this fashion, then the Aurora... No, wait, yeah, sorry. If the Aurora is the thing responsible for everybody going mad and just going brain dead and basically sleepwalking into the ice and dying, then it can't be the thing that Astrid and the lady up the hill there was creating a cure for. The cure can't be in the hard case, because the cure and the hard case were together and we were on our way here before the Aurora event. So how could we have a cure for something that was about to happen? Unless the people at the radio tower, the fucking telescope thing, the scientists up there saw this coming somehow. But then if that was the case, why would the lady up the hill, that our contact, why would she be surprised by any of it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm fucking into it. Well, answers tomorrow. Let's go and save in the bar. How did it affect people? Back then it just blew out telegraph poles. That's all we had, I suppose. That's why I was joking about Wuhan Coffeeton, like it was a controlled experiment.
Mary said she tried to drop a casserole off for Doc Larson the other day.
Alright, I'm going to go stand over here next to whatever is Cooper, and we'll call it here, I think. Look at this view, though. It's so non-lawn dark, it's mad. But now we're in Perseverance Mills. We are on our way through Chapter 5, and I will see you tomorrow for the continuation, where maybe we'll get a few answers, because this seems fucking interesting. I never watched Silo Reaps, but I did read Wool, like, 15 years ago, because I was, like, Googling sci-fi book recommendations. I really like the first book, but I've not seen the series. Right, anyway, sorry, I appreciate everybody. Sorry if there was a few technical issues a bit later on there, and there was a lot of cutscenes, and also a broken section in Chapter 4, but it finished good. Oh, I'm so into this. Again, I feel like this game's a bit mature for us. We should go back to dumb shit. Thank you all for joining, though. Welcome to the new followers. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for Long Dark, although it doesn't feel like it's going to be here for long. We're building towards some kind of crescendo. But for now, as much as it pains me to open marbles after what Azar did to Alkarion yesterday, let's go to marbles, let's pick a winner, and let's call it there, shall we? Lovely. Let's shoot navigation. It's on Nazi zombies next, yeah. Doesn't it feel a bit too serious for the Doomhaus? Wow, that was on loud. Whew. I only watch stuff if I find a Reddit thread that says it's worth watching. Right, I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. Again, apologies for the technical issues and stuff. The volume I'll try and get sorted for tomorrow. That kind of caught me off guard. Hopefully it was streaming and looking right. But that was a bit of a trouble back half, but I'll take it. The game was good. For now, however, let's go pick a winner. Alcarion, yesterday, was robbed. And now the moose marble rules are in place, and we didn't see a moose earlier. Good. Did it sound alright, Paula? Because it was just after the start of episode 5. That was all I was worried about. And I like to know what it's about to know if I like it. If you're in the Discord and you would like to take part in one of the worst marbles competitions... Sorry, after one of the worst marbles competitions yesterday where Alcarion was robbed at the death. You watched it created by Graham Yost. Is that somebody we know? Not we know, but is that somebody with a career? Robbed as I clutched it. Usually I complain, right? Hang on. The password for today is... contaminated. Go. Usually I complain because the greens are always... The oranges are in the lead for like 75% of a race, and then the greens take over in the last 10 seconds. Yesterday, the greens took over in the last 5 millimeters. It was fucking bullshit, is what it was. Alcarion was robbed. Right, no moose today, so this is a single point marbles. We start with Polar for the greens, Sothan for the greens, Marat for the oranges, 6-4 for the greens, Eric for the greens, Siddles for the oranges, Reeps for the greens, Kelly for the greens, Schmitz, that was bad, for the oranges, Easy Green for the greens, Lundios for the greens, Mina for the oranges, Bear for the greens, Satan for the oranges, Gwynblade for the greens, Cheeky for the oranges, Neffers for the greens, Dougie for the greens, and Shaggy Dan for the oranges. Tighter, 13 less marbles than there was this time last week. That does mean, however, you've got a better chance. Bear, is this where you finally qualify for the Worm Olympics? First person to pick a number 26 level. Go. We have Paula Sothan. We have Paula Sothan, Mindrake 6-4, Eric Siddles, Reeps, Kelly, Schmitz, Easy Green, Lundios, Mina, Bear, Satan, Gwynblade, Cheeky, Neffers, Dougie, and Shaggy Nan. 7 oranges and 12 green. 8 oranges. Tags level up to the screen. And 12 greens. 20 marbles. Enter. Paula says 8 community maps. 1. Let it load. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big Grumpy Kingdom. 34% elimination rate. Person of the century of the day to the winner. 144 to 93 in favour of the greens. 1 point to the greens and 1 to the oranges so far this week. Yesterday, however, we were robbed. What's up, Reeps? What does 1 more mean? No, I got him. He's there, look. I appreciate you, yeah, he's in. We're good. I appreciate you checking that. Right, the level is Big Nugs 13's Big Grumpy Kingdom. 3, 2, 1. Come on, oranges, we can do this. They've got 4 more marbles than us. Doesn't mean they're allowed to win. Only we're allowed to win. Eric's dropped an oil slick. Shaggy Dan got shot forward with it though. And Shaggy Dan's in the lead now for the oranges. Tag Slack's in second for the oranges. Sothan is up there for the greens. Siddles for the oranges in third. The oranges are doing well, so they've only got 3. Tag Slack gets the drop. Polar falls off the level. Tag Slack, Siddles, Shaggy Dan. Reeps is dead. Paula's dead. Kelly's dead. The green's dropping like flies. I don't know what's going on down here, but tag site for the oranges has got out. Is a green going to get some unbelievable racing line and get an overtake here? Shaggy Dan is the one with it, but Neffers did too. The greens do what the greens do and managed to pull something out of the bag, but Neffers has overtaken Shaggy Dan. The greens have taken the lead 55 seconds into this. And it's Neffers. Would this be your first point, Neffers, I think? Got to get it yet, though. Ooh, big slam dunk. That whole obstacle is pointless. Does Shaggy Dan get out with the spinner better than Neffers? He does. Shaggy Dan is clear. But he's stuck in all that bullshit, and there's two greens chasing him now. Can Cheeky get a better line? Gwynblade skips the whole fucking obstacle. And the greens retake the lead. I don't know where... I'm going to follow Gwynblade now and just hope that somebody can overtake him. There's still more level to go. Can anybody get some kind of overtake? Gwynblade gets the drop. Can an orange maybe do something here? Because Gwynblade is free. Neffer's right behind. Shaggy Dan is finally arriving after being in the lead for such a long time. Gwynblade currently in first. He's struggling over these turny things, but that does mean that no orange is going to get some like big overtake. Cheeky, easy green, mind right. Eric all arriving behind. I think these things have basically given it to Gwynblade, right? Because it means that nobody can get an overtake or anything can change. Although everything is slowing down now. Is there one final excitement, or is this basically it? I think it is. Oh, the oranges had that first 60 seconds down. Cheeky, mind right, Shaggy Dan back there. Neffer's looking for his first point, but again, I think this is just another one of them levels where they don't realise that this shit means nobody can get... Has Cheeky got more speed than it looked? He's going wide, but I think this gives it to Gwynblade. Has Cheeky got more speed? Has he got more speed, or am I fucking seeing things? It wasn't enough. A very good level that was fucking rubbish at the end. Although that was almost very exciting. Gwynblade is your person of the century of the day. Let's check the scores. Gwynblade is gilded. The greens get up to 145. I feel like that level was exciting at the end, in spite of the design that the creator was going for. Alright, we have a golden Gwynblade, and let me take the crown off. I can't remember who had it yesterday. Oh, it was that bitch Azar stole it off Alcarion. Good job, Gwynblade. I'm proud of you. Oh. 0.5, exactly. No, 0.6 of a second, look. If that level was the tiniest, it was about 20 pixels longer, Cheeky would have pipped into that. 0.6 of a second. Fuck. Gwynblade, good work. Cheeky, a good effort, but we just can't fight the orange curse this year. Obviously, it's nothing anything the greens are doing. Shit. Gwynblade, congratulations. Let me check if that sends him to the Worm Olympics. I think he's already comfortably above the line, right? Yeah, he is. Gwynblade's up to 3. I would say that he has just avoided the drop. Bear gets 1, and he's going to the Worm Olympics. It's tight for the greens. Alright, Gwynblade, congratulations. It is Reaps. If you go to the pins, which is where the scoreboard is usually, there is a green Worm Olympics line and an orange Worm Olympics line. If you're above it, you're currently going. If you're below it, you need more points, right? For now, though, thank you all for joining today. Again, I apologise. I know it probably sounds like it was alright, but there was a few bits of technical issues there. I was more focused on worrying the game was too loud as it went on than I was about the story and the opening, but it does seem very interesting. We'll investigate more of that later. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. Colossal amount of chops in that prison scene. Some bullshit. Thank you all for the bits and subs and hosts and raids yesterday. Seeing as I just fucking rage quit the stream. Not really. I'm not 12 years old. Not the... Go watch Friends of the Doomhouse. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate everybody's generosity as always. Welcome to the new followers. Thank you all for the subs, the bits, the hosts, the raids, and everything. Again, go watch Friends of the Doomhouse if they might be live. For now, however, eat well, sleep well. I love you all, but Eric's going to prep us a final word, and I'm going to deliver it. For now, Easy Green, Sothan, Reeps, Eric, Paula, Cheeky, Gwynblade, Mina, Schmitz, Mindrate, and everybody else that I can't see on screen. I love you all. Thank you all. For Eric's profound final... Avery Carrington event. There we go, give that a goog.
Gay!